We explained the Gemara said before, when it says Nasa Chim Be'inav, it says really when he wanted to, when she came in, he really wanted to kill her. He was so upset that she came in, and Hashem sent a special angel of love so that she should find favor in his eyes, which is a miracle. V'yoshed HaMelech LaEsther as Asher B'Hazad Asher B'Yado. The Gemara says also, since it says Asher B'Yado, why does it say, how could you be Yoshed if it wasn't B'Yado? Obviously it's B'Yado. And the Gemara makes a verse, there was a special miracle again, that you could only be saved if the scepter would touch you. There's the whole law of like who could be saved over there. And Hashem made a miracle, it stretched out and saved her. The taker of Esther, the Tiga Baruch Asher, she touched the Baruch Asher, V'yomer La Melech, Malach, Esther, Hamalka, Umabish Kashasech, Achetzem Achus Vid, Lasemach. So what is this? What's this double question over here when it says Malach? And he's, maybe there's something I can do for you. Maybe you have a problem, something to bother me personally, or maybe you're fine, but you have a request for somebody else. Whatever it is, I'm going to take care of it. Al-Chetzim Malchus. Because also, what does it mean Al-Chetzim Malchus? It's just like qualification. So he said everything except for the base of Mikdash. Just don't ask me to build the base of Mikdash. That I'm not doing. Again, we explained at the very beginning. She was the same Russian from the beginning until the end. He really didn't like the Jews. He
never did tshuva.
What?
He never did tshuva.
Nope.
His entire life.
His whole life, never did tshuva. Till the last day.
Even after everyone wanted to become Jewish.
He didn't want to become Jewish. He hated the Jews. Born Hama.
Why would she ever ask that? Why would she ask for the Beit HaMikdash? She didn't know she was Jewish.
She didn't ask for it. But he was just saying that's the only thing. He didn't know who she was. The only thing I understand, but that's what it says. Maybe it's just emphasizing how much he hated the Jews. I'll do anything for you except for that. The Jew, basically, he did not like that. He wanted to be the control of the whole world. He didn't want basically so anything except for that. It was something on his heart. He wasn't like a passive Jew hater. It was on his heart. And she comes in and asks. He didn't want to go back on his word. Anything you want, no base of Mikdash. I don't care who you are. That's what it says.
Bro, how do you not like Jews after you learn that she's a Jew? I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No, because
you have to read the Megillah again. Listen, I told you this is the whole miracle of the Megillah is Hashem's power within the Teva. So it's a natural world over here. When Hashem wanted to show His power, He did it in a way. He set up Hitler being the king of the world, a very powerful king of the world. And while Hitler was the king of the world, this guy hated the Jews more than Haman, it says. The Gemara says he hated more than Haman. Yeah? He hated Jews. The miracle was that Hashem at that time, when he would be the king of the world, he would have this king who hated the Jews marry a Jewish wife, Mordechai his right-hand man, and he would have the Jews, he would allow the Jews to kill Amalek right in front of his eyes. Nobody could do anything about it. That was the miracle. Now you know.
no, I
Got it?
still
That's the point. The point is it was a miracle. It was not a natural thing. It's almost like it was even less natural was happening today with Trump. Even less than that. Yeah, that's very not natural. But whatever it is, it's much less than that. The politics of it. But it was something which was like all the nations of the world saw us, they wanted to become Jewish. Because they realized everybody knew he hated the Jews.
and he hated his own son.
Well, we'll see later on it gets over. That's a different story. But right now, this story didn't have a son yet from her, and he hated the Jews very much. Right? And everybody in the world knew how much he hated the Jews. It was a very known thing.
If that was so, then why did Haman have to convince him of it? Told him about there's this nation that there's this and that.
You should know. The only reason why the Medrash says is because he was afraid of God. He says everybody that stood up against God always gets wiped out. So I'm going to say no, they're God's sleeping. They're mefuzar. They're not unified and they're in galus. God's sleeping. That's what it says. The Medrash says that Hashem said, "Oh, you think I'm sleeping?" So it says, "I'm going to kill you in my sleep. I'm going to kill you through sleep." What happens is, what's Haman's downfall? Haman's downfall comes when Achashverosh is sleeping, because Achashverosh has this little innocent dream. When Haman's coming to kill Mordechai, Haman gets this dream. Achashverosh gets a dream that Haman's coming to assassinate him. That's what his dream of. Hashem stuck that in there, so his downfall came through sleep.
Haman's downfall.
So it says he was afraid. He was afraid to do it because he knows that's why he didn't do it himself, because he's afraid. The Jewish there was a Belshit. So they took out the kill him in the base of Mikdash before. The guy died in the night. He was afraid. He knew to keep the Jews there is one thing, but to totally wipe them all out totally, he was still a little bit nervous to do that. A little much fun.
How do things like extending the scepter and changing some of his dreams
supernatural realm.
Again, there are certain things I said it a few times already. Even though generally speaking, there was no overt miracles, extending the standard seems to be one of this scepter was one of them. Changing people's dreams is not an overt miracle. People have dreams all the time. That's called a hidden miracle because people have dreams all the time. Happen to have a dream that night. Exactly when Haman was coming to assassinate him. Just happened to be. That's not called. That's what he did. All the things were mamish within Teva. That's the point. Doesn't break the Teva. You can work it all out without that.